What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Just made some new purchases again, making sure that I get that budget spent before the end of 2024. So I just bought another new vehicle. Now, a lot of y'all are familiar with the fact that I just got the Bronco Raptor, and then I just got a Porsche Cayenne. So probably I'll do a reveal for that or give you guys a deep tour or a deep dive into that vehicle in particular. And so it's a great vehicle. I've been researching it and studying it. I'm already obsessed with Porsche because I've been driving a Taycan for over 2 years, and they just redesigned the Cayenne for 2024 model year. And so I've been researching that and looking at review videos because that's what I look at on YouTube in addition to animal videos. And so I'm very excited about that, but that'll be a couple days out. So I got a lot going on. But one of the things that people ask me on a regular basis is, or let me revise that. They don't ask me, they anticipate the crash based off of the fact that they think that I'm gonna be burnt out. I mean, literally for years. And a lot of you that have been traveling with me through this YouTube journey, all the way back 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, or whatever like that, know that I've been creating content for a long time, and I've been absolutely positively transparent and consistent the entire time. And the quality continues to go up. Everything just goes up. It becomes more valuable. It becomes more awesome. And some people, I've seen them literally make videos talking about how I'm going to be burnt out and stuff like that. Like as though you ain't got enough going on in your own life that you need to work on as far as your own content creation. But yeah, man, I never get burnt out. And it's a way in which I go about doing it. I see a lot of videos and content on YouTube from people talking about burnout and how it is that, you know, they feel like they need to take a break. And usually it comes from young people. Very rarely, and maybe it's just because I don't follow a lot of people, but very rarely do I get into a space to where I actually see people that are a little bit older talking about burnout. And I think that there's reasons for that. Number one, the first reason why I don't really experience any level of burnout is because I have a schedule and a routine. And a lot of the people that I coach, one of the things that I force them to do, and I'm not gonna go into the specifics of what I force them to do, but a lot of people that I coach, I literally put them on a very strict schedule. And not just Monday through Friday, but also through the weekends. And so let me give you a little bit of a preview of what my day, a typical day for me, maybe a Tuesday or a Wednesday would be like for me, right? I'm usually up at around 4:35, pray, make sure that I read a little bit of my Bible, do some studying, meditate, brush my teeth, jump in the shower, make sure that I jump in the shower every single day. And because that's one of the ways that I get refreshed. One of the reasons why people drag a lot, I believe, and maybe it's just me, is because they don't actually hit the water in the morning. And hitting the water in the morning will refresh you, I'm telling you. Like, it'll give you a whole new, wake you up, whatever. And so I make sure that I shave my head. Most days I try to, you know what I'm saying, get the stubble off my face and stuff like that. But yeah, and so I'm usually out the house before or around 5 o'clock, which gives me time to get to the office and beat the traffic. And then I can make whatever stops I want to make as far as like by my P.O. box or whatever like that. And then I'm in the office and I'm ready and I'm working and I'm grinding by 6. From 6 to 8, I block off my calendar and making sure that that's the time that I get the overwhelming majority of my work done, whether it's corporate America, whether it's content creation, whether it's web development, whether it's real estate, answering emails that's earmarked for me that Rita or another assistant has deemed very important for me to see that they couldn't handle on their own. 6 to 8, and you need to have that block of time in your life to where you make sure, because if you're doing it in half-hour blocks or whatever like that, even if you're doing work, you never really get anything done because you don't have enough time to actually sit and take care of business. So I know that that's the time that nobody is gonna call me. I'm not gonna worry about it. And you know, I basically cut everything out and I focus 100% on whatever it is that I need to get ready and prepare for the day. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 9. Now I'm starting to gear up as far as getting ready for the Millionaire Morning Show. I'm making sure that, you know, I'm getting ready and I'm prepared for whatever meetings is in corporate America, all of that, right? And then I got corporate America, so I'm available for that, but I also block off my calendar in corporate America to make sure that I can stream for the Millionaire Morning Show, which that usually takes anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours. And on Fridays, it may go a little bit longer depending on if I have people come up or whatever, but I live stream for the Millionaire Morning Show from 11 to 1 or 11:30 to about 1:30. And then I do whatever additional meetings that I have to do for corporate America in order to prepare for that. And then the entire time I'm multitasking. So I've set my home, not my home, but my office that I work out of downtown, my personal space, for me to be absolutely positively as productive as possible, right? I got the interview spaces. I got the space specially set up for the Millionaire Morning Show. I got standing desks. I got regular desks. I got meeting areas. I got multiple different 75-inch TVs that I can roll through or whatever like that. When I'm on the Millionaire Morning Show, I can see the comments scrolling up and down on the big TV on the 75-inch right in front of me. I got multiple different cameras. I got different setups. I got different chairs and lounges. I got couches. I got basically sleep spaces just in case I need to take an hour nap and crash out. I have dressing rooms. I got a shower. I got everything down there that allows for me to be as productive as possible. And then coming early in next year, February next year, I actually have a new place in downtown Detroit for me to be able to entertain and stuff like that. So that's a business area. And it's going to be in a completely new building at the penthouse level. And so that's going to be absolutely awesome. But then I'm focused on that. And then somewhere between 3:30 and 7, I'm phone calls. I'm 100% phone calls and Zoom calls. And so I program my day based off of what it is that I need to do from a Zoom or a phone call perspective, and making sure that I'm in a stable area. If I need to do a Zoom call, if I'm in a phone call, I can anticipate exactly what type of call it is. If it's a corporate client, personal client, one of you guys, Patreon members, bag chasers, or whatever. And so I have that, right? And most times I'm done somewhere between 6 and 7, which allows for me to then focus on creating content. So I might be recording something like I'm doing right now. I might be out and about in the streets. I might go to a basketball game that allows for me to be social. But at least 3 to 4 days out of the week, I'm very productive as far as making sure that I'm out and about and I'm participating in society. And then I got my camera with me at all times. And I don't have a really expensive camera or anything like that. Those are the cameras that I got in the studio. But the camera that I vlog on, which is this one right here, is an iPhone, right? So I'm automatically out and about and I'm productive. And then after that, depending on if it's Monday or Wednesday at around 10 o'clock p.m., I then live stream because I might go live with Q, or I might live stream on a Wednesday night or something like that. But I'm out and about and I'm getting it to that extent, right? And then depending on the day of the week, because it may not be one Monday or Wednesday, I might just be working on, putting together, planning, connecting, networking with somebody that I'm gonna go do an interview with or something like that, right? And then the weekends I get up at the same time. I'm just as productive. One of the days I allocate towards family. Sometimes I might be traveling, but there's different things. And then I move my schedule around like Lego blocks, depending on what I gotta do, right? So my schedule keeps me very, very purposeful, and that I'm focused on meeting expectations and fulfilling my schedule, not focused on being in my feelings and how I feel. You know what I'm saying? The second thing that allows for me to never get burnt out is the fact that I always operate with a sense of purpose. And when I say I'm operating with a sense of purpose, I know that there's things that I'm trying to accomplish. And most people are so focused on just being successful in a general sense, instead of giving themselves actual real goals and milestones that they can then either measure out, or different things that they're looking to purchase or buy or whatever, or some combination of the two. And so what it allows for you to do is get in your feelings, and then you focus on whether or not you need a break or whatever, so on and so forth, instead of focusing on scheduling a break or scheduling leisure time or activity or scheduling personal time and all of that. And so people get burnt out because they don't have a schedule. They don't have a purpose that they're actually working towards. And then last but not least, they don't enjoy what they do. They do not enjoy what they do. I don't care what they tell you. You can say I enjoy the visibility, the dopamine hit that I get from the likes and the subscribers, or all of that other type of stuff when you get one or whatever. But most people don't love what they do. And you have to find the love in it. Even if you love it for what it then will do for you as far as the financial gain or the successes or what you're trying to build long term. And people don't enjoy it. They work it like it's a job, but they do not actually enjoy what they do. And you don't get burnout from the thing that you love. You know what I'm saying? When I loved playing basketball, I just wanted to hoop. When I loved, or if you love doing something like playing video games, You can crash out on that junk for 8 hours straight. You don't necessarily cut it off. You just have a good time, right? And when you love doing something and you actually continue to contribute into it, and you see that it continues to benefit you in some positive way, then you don't have the same problems. You don't have the same issues. You don't look at it the same way as everybody else. It's not a chore. It's not something you have to do in order to bring in resources. You usually have that sentiment when you're doing something that's for your job or something like that, right? But very rarely do people love what they do and then feel burnt out as a result of it. No, you love the results that it gets you, but you don't necessarily care for it. I live for this. I can't wait for the morning time in order to be able to get off my thoughts. I can't wait for me to be able to jump on a blog and hopefully be able to share something productive with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm all motivated by the opportunity that comes along with the things that I can do and I can accomplish long term, whether it's a goal that I'm trying to achieve or a milestone that I'm trying to hit, right? And there's more to it, but in a general sense, those are the three things and the three reasons I think when I really sit down and think about it, why I never, ever have ever been burnt out. It's not a thing. Do I get tired? Yeah, absolutely. Because, for example, if I live stream on a Monday night and I don't get to bed till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I know that I got to be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning in order for me to be able to continue to be productive throughout the day, I'm planning for that. But at that particular time, I may be a little bit more tired. And I don't take drugs. I don't drink coffee. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just high off life. And so what I'll start to do, or what I have been doing, is changing my lifestyle. I might crash out and take a little bit of a nap, take an hour nap here or there. Or I know that I can sleep in a little bit more on a Tuesday night because I don't have to live stream, or I'm not looking forward to live streaming, or based off of my schedule, I don't live stream on a Tuesday night, right? It's different things. I've changed my diet. I've started working out more, right? I've started implementing it on the days that I'm not live streaming between 8 and 9 p.m. If I don't have an event or something that I'm going to, I make sure that I hit the gym, right? It's just certain things and little nuances that you tweak about your schedule and the things that you're doing that allow for you to be incredibly productive. But I have never personally felt burnout. And maybe it's just because I love what I do. Maybe it's also a combination of both. I got a great schedule. I love what I do. I operate with a sense of purpose. I got milestones that I'm trying to hit. I don't feel it. I've never felt it. I don't understand it. I usually see it from people that are younger, Gen Zers / millennials. And they can do that. Like, they'll quit their job and just sleep for the next year or so or something like that. That's just not me. I'm not working with it. I'm not rocking with it. It's not a thing for me. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do you think about what it is that I said? What do you also think about the possibility that I may be right or I may be wrong? And how would you tweak it? Or how do you deal with burnout, or do you deal with burnout at all? I'm interested in knowing what you guys think. Let me know. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'm out. Peace.